Well, hello everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Queen Elise. If you like what you hear, hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell so you can know every time I post a video. Comment down below, hit that like button. I also have another channel I just started on YouTube. It's called Queen Elise Nicolette. I also have 3 pages on Facebook: Elise Roberts, Queen Elise, and Queen Elise Nicolette. My profile picture is on every one because it's always good with multiple media platforms to have your profile picture be the same, so that way they can recognize you even up under different businesses, different names, whatever you choose. You'll have the same profile picture, but that's just up to you. But that's what was suggested to me, especially I am a beginning YouTuber, social media, digital creator. So I've been learning from different people in order to improve on my craft. But today's video, we're going to be discussing preparation for the SAT. I have an 11th grade honor roll linebacker who's in the Beta Club, and he will, if the Lord is willing, he will be graduating this time next year, one semester early, and he will be going on to college, but they come back to do this actual ceremony. So from the looks of it and everything, that's the directions he's heading from the looks of it. So whatever the Lord is willing. So I have registered him for the SAT because even though they've just passed the rule about a lot of, you really don't have to, I'm talking about just passed it. You really don't have to take the SAT. My son still want to have that score in his portfolio. That way, that may be the deciding factor between him and another linebacker. Because one thing about it, my son plays like a 260-pound 6'4" linebacker, and he's 230, 6'2", and he just turned 17 last month. So, from what I hear, a lot of the colleges go by size and the NFL goes by talent. So I just told my son, regardless who's the coach, who's not the coach, who change up teams, this or that, always be adjusted to change. Be that chameleon that can just blend it on in your new way of life. You always know, long as you got God, whatever come down the pipe is going to be okay. So for the SAT, me myself as a little teacher, I think I am. I'm going to establish a SAT workshop that I'm going to establish for him. Now, if he see where he might want 2 or 3 other guys to come in and do this workshop with him, he can. But this is the first thing I'm going to do to get it started because his actual test is March 11th. And the actual, I want to say the cutoff date for the March 11th test will be February 28th, I think. But it's either the 18th or 28th. But either way, just go ahead and register, get it on out the way. It don't cost you nothing. I got a waiver from the high school. And when you get on the website, you'll see that most students have actually 2 waivers. So, even though the test say it's $60, you get your code from the school. And if they don't have it, stay on them. Because sometimes, they don't have a counselor. The counselor quit. The counselor ain't there. Then the next day, the counselor there. You don't know. You got to stay on these folks because they be all over the place. Especially when they switching out administration. So what I said I'm going to do first, I'm going to establish the center point, a folder. This will be the folder that I will put all the things that he will need for the actual SAT date, prep, documentation, copy of license if needed, whatever needed for that day of the test, because you have to print out a ticket with the student's name. Be prepared to have a picture on your computer or phone when you register. You're going to have the student's name, birthday and all that, but their picture going to be on the ticket you print out. And so I got to print out the ticket. And see, the way you print out the ticket is you go back up under the College Board. Your child should know their password if you don't know it, and then you pull up the ticket and print it out. And this is the folder all that stuff gonna be in. I also want him to have like a journal type folder so that if there are any notes or anything he need to just jot down during our process, he can. I also gonna make sure he has pens and pencils. I don't like these right here. I'm gonna give him a regular pencil. I want him to have a regular pencil, eraser, and a mechanical pencil. I'm gonna switch these out. But I want him to have 2 pencils and a pen, and that's an eraser. And then I'm also, since he forget about the technology that he actually has, even though he has a phone, he has the Pro 14 or whatever iPhone would. But he could utilize his watch for a change and put his earpods in here. I'm gonna have this marker in order to I'm gonna see if I can hang up my dry erase board. And I got a marker that I will use, and I want to hang up my dry erase board so we can do it the old school style, the old school way of learning. Pencil, paper. My son, he's great in math. He is great in math, but what he remembers the most about math is a friend of mine teaching him how to like how we learn addition, subtraction, and stuff, and multiplication. The old-fashioned 2 times 2 is 4. 12 times 2 you carry the 1. All that kind of stuff. How we learned it. He, my friend of mine, his name is Arthur Rump, taught my baby, and that's what he remembered the most of math. And he's in 11th grade now, and he said Art taught him this when he was like, I guess 11 years old, because he was 5 when he met Art. But anyway, and then I got this because I think this is one of his football, where he stand up his football, because just the symbolism of what he's working for so far his career. He wants to be in the sports realm. He wants to begin that realm in football, but he is a very analytics, all that about sports. He can be that commentator. I told him take some pointers from different players like Randy Moss with the commentation. I even look at Deion Sanders. I'm following his son in the Well-Off Media. I'm following Deion Sanders because not only he is all that in a bag of chips, but he's also a parent of an athlete, and then he's a Christian. There's so many things that we have in common, that in his success, I watch what's going on, because he's pretty much like the fictional character King Midas, but God makes a way. Jesus makes a way. Remember who he believes in. Don't think this is just so this is not odd. Like he keeps saying, when you believe it in Christ, that's come with the territory. Most people used to that. Okay, so that is our starter kit. I'm going to say our starter kit because I'm going to get a lot of my information from this book called Up Your Score Underground Guide to SAT. And then I'm going to look up some things on the internet and print out when I print out this ticket. But this is our starter kit. So I'm going to find the dry erase board and a couple other information, and we're going to go from there. Language is the main. I'm not going to start from the beginning. I'm going to hit language first, because language and all that, and arts and all, language and phonics and things like that. That's one of his areas that he need to work on more. Even though he does well, I need him to get it up a little bit. He's okay with math. He loves history. Science is pretty interesting. So we're going to work on the verbal first. Then we'll go on from there. So that's the new SAT Workshop at home. Join in if you want to. We may go live.